Hello, good morning, and interesting life. Before you watch, I complete the description with the correct words to compare it with a pattern. For example, events, interview, newspapers, reporter, travel. Okay, I complete to you. Okay, I'm foreign correspondent is a type of reported foreign correspondents read stories for newspapers, but they may also work for TV or radio news stations. They usually have to travel to many different countries for their job. They interview, interview, no, travel, hmm travel, travel to many different stories. Oh, okay, repeat. I'm sorry. Radio news stations. They usually have to travel to many different countries for their job. They interview many different people for their okay stories. They tell you about important people and events from around the world that have an impact on her history. Activity B pair work. Read the description. Agent, can you name a foreign correspondent? How do you find out how people and events from around the world to your partner? Okay. For example, international hormones. Okay, question one and question two. For for example, for periodics or TV. Okay, okay. Activity while you watch. Circle the correct answer. Okay. Daniel is making this video for her war history class. 2. Irma was a TV reporter. 3. She interviewed Princess Diana in English. 4. James Brown was a famous soul singer. 5. Irma reporter on a historical event in Germany. Germany. Okay. Activity. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Perfect. Okay. TTV. What does Irma say about James Rowe? Right? True or false? Correct the false sentences. James Rowe was very polite and funny. True. Two, James Rowe wasn't very hardworking. False. Three, James Rowe used it to practice on her each day. True. Four, a lot of hip hop artists have used his music. False. 5. She saw James Brown at the Apollo Theater in New York City. True. Activity C. What does Irma say about the Berlin Wall? Check the correct answer. Okay? Mm-mm-mm. Perfect. Okay. The fall of the Berlin Wall was the end of the Cold War. Okay? Check. She took a piece of the wall home as a souvenir. Check. People were so happy when it fell. Check. People were so happy when it fell. Check. Um. mm, 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 mm. People is an very crossed while observed with people in West Berlin. She won an award for his story. Perfect. She lived in Berlin for 5 years. Repeat. She lived in Berlin for 5 years after the wall fell. Now, okay. Mm, okay. After you watch a group work, Irma described some memorable experience. Discuss the questions. For example, which of Irma's experience was your favorite? Why? Okay. Who is a famous person you would like to interview? Why? For example, the Berlin Wall experiences was my favorite. It was a big historical event. Okay. Okay. Activity B. Pair word tell your partner about an interesting person you be met and memorable experiences you be had and ask word question for more information. Okay, I want I once had the opportunity to meet a Westerl with all his marks and it was something impressive. Here's Dr. Wagner. Okay, what was the person? Dr. Wagner, where did you meet him earlier in a young? We was here so interesting to because he was a victor. Where we're working out, okay? Uh, we was in memorable because you can someone it was on TV and it kind of feels go. Okay, goodbye. Finally, question one: which of Irma experienced why favorite white? My companion Roberto.
My favorite experience was when I met the Sia. Why? Why? Because I don't know him and I was excited to him meet him and I liked it a lot.
Question two: well, is famous person you would like to interview? Why?
A famous person you would like to interview? Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo. Why? Because he is my favorite player and I would be a father to interview him.
Okay, perfect, Roberto. Thank you. Goodbye.